Welcome to the Go Champions League Season 3 playoffs. It's the first semi-final with Dignitas taking on SpaceSoldiers. With me is official Blay, aka Sudden. So welcome. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing very well, Debu. Thank you for having me. I think it's going to be a great matchup today. Dignitas, SpaceSoldiers, Zantares, and of course, MSL Tensky, all the rest of the team. Rest of the members of the team. It's going to be a really fun game. Just got off casting Australian minor qualifiers, and well, what a better way to end the day than watching these two teams face off against each other.
Indeed, it's going to be a hell of an exchange. Dignitas had so many good results in the past year, well, this year basically, that I don't really want to call it an upset potential for SpaceSoldiers, but you know them yourself. They are so amazingly strong, especially on cobblestone. I don't know, they can definitely take away one map from Dignitas, but I think it's gonna end 2-1. What is your take on that one?
I actually feel it might just be 2-0 Dignitas, because while I think the last match with SpaceSoldiers faced off against was against Godsend, where they 2-0 them, which is very impressive. And that's again keeping in mind the performance by Godsend recently at the event over in Sweden, that's DreamHack Malmo. So at the same time, Dignitas, though, I think they are a very, very extremely solid team. So yeah, 2-0, I really feel that's how it's going to be. But although it's going to be SpaceSoldiers is pushing in through Banana, and they're going to be able to get the man advantage. But KB going to reply back 3v3 here.
Yeah, so SpaceSoldiers did a good job of at least getting into the bomb site. They might be planting. There it is. Paz is the only one standing, however. And as I switch to him, he gets taken down by Kievi, who picks up a triple kill already. So despite the message they had a mic problem, it was fixed straight away. Kind of small confusion there on Dignitas' end. But that was the 1-0 we kind of expected, especially on Inferno.
Yeah, absolutely. It is, if I'm not mistaken, Dignitas' map pick on Inferno. And considering their playstyle with MSL and everyone else, I think it's a map just going to really suit their particular playstyle. SpaceSoldiers choosing to play on cobblestone. I'll be very honest, I really haven't seen that much of SpaceSoldiers on cobblestone, so really can't tell much about it. You say they might be able to win it, but if Dignitas are able to completely shut it down here in Inferno, I think they might just steal it 2-0 here. Then early aggression being showcased by Dignitas, no respect play. They know it's going to be a Nico, and it is a fully good coming from SpaceSoldiers, and well, they should be 2-0 very soon. But Terrace!
Yeah, they kind of have to watch out for those Deagle plays, Spikes and Terrace. And now we have Tensky and MSL down to 9 and 13 HP, two very easy frags if they get caught on the wrong foot. The Terrace is still not out of this round yet.
Yeah, but I like the fact that Dignitas have switched the players up, so it's not Tensky and MSL together. So you have Rubino, who is with the M4A4 just next to MSL, who is very low, like you mentioned. And on the other side, of course, it's going to be Kierby and Tensky's. But they are going to be going for this B play by the looks of it. They don't have just the one smoke, and it's going to be Rubino just peeking around the corner. Easy double kill for him. And Paz all alone. 1v3, he's gonna get the one kill, but there we go, Rubino continue to spray, easy shutdown.
Rubino with the 4K, just shutting that hopeful position for SpaceSoldiers down completely. They did some damage, but it wasn't really enough. The CTs with a very good buy, and they even have some saved money on Tensky and Kierby. On the other side, if terrorists win this round, they could bring the CTs onto a very uncomfortable position, especially on Inferno, where you can, if you get those quick frags on the B bomb site, you can make the CTs save in those situations already.
They can, and they get a bomb down the first round, just the round into the lead, but they're going to be able to buy up here. And Zantares having a duel through the smoke with Config, and both of them taking a substantial amount of damage, both down to about 50 points of health each. And Dignitas not giving any room whatsoever. They are holding it pretty aggressively. No one inside of inside of A apartments though, and that might work out for SpaceSoldiers because they're slowly creeping up into near boiler by the looks of things, and they are trying to go for this A hit here.
Yeah, it's gonna be the full execution in a second for smoke still in the hands of the terrorists, not any longer though. And we see Despy is actually going back to Banana just to take a peek there, taking control of that part, or keeping control of that part is really important for the terrorists to not be backstabbed. So let's see what they can do in this round. The CT is already with a quick rotation by MSL. He's trying to help his teammates out as the execution is getting closer and closer. The terrorists with a Molotov into pit. Now they want to execute together. The CTs have dug in deep into the pit. Tensky is right next to his teammate, and he gets a frag. Tugux and Pastor with a reply on the terrorist side. Tugux still with the Tech 9. Puts down another one, makes it a 2v2. Has to plant the bomb, just gets it done. He was sprayed by MSL through the box. The CTs with a 2-man retake against a 2 dug-in terrorist. Dasby with another frag, but MSL with a reply. Tugux still holding on to the corner, and he makes it happen for SpaceSoldiers. The 2-1. The Turkish squad is not giving this up easily.
Absolutely not. That was a great play coming out from them. They just had the 5-man push coming in. Great fast trades coming out. And in that 2v2, that early pick, I think that was by... I think it was Tugux, or was it Paz who got the kill in the 2v2 there. But nice peek from him, bringing down to a 1v1. And then in the end there, I think Tugux with a great shot onto the last man left alive. I think that was Rubino. But Dignitas, they're just going to force it up here. They do not want to give SpaceSoldiers any hope whatsoever in this map. But... great start from SpaceSoldiers there in the first buy round nonetheless.
Yeah, Config is battling it out with Banana, but he's taken down. His teammate is able to reply though. That's MSL with the 1 dig. He's waiting for some more terrorists, but he's burning alive, so he has to retreat, give up this position to the terrorists. In the meantime, his teammates are trying to make a small trap work on apartments, but they probably can tell that the terrorists are not too focused on apartments yet.
Yep, and SpaceSoldiers taking a little slow now. MSL a little bit too adventurous here. He's all alone because Tensky's down to 12 points of health. He's internally bleeding, and Tugux is going to take down MSL, and Tensky, he's going to peek out again, spot up a pass, and that's going to be B-bomb side completely pretty much wide open. We do have KRB, who is going in for the rotation into construction, but he's all alone. Just one CZ on him.
Yeah, the last hope.
It's pretty far away. Yeah,
definitely.
I'm not going to count him out though. I've seen KRB pull off some really nutty stuff.
Yeah, the Shadow gives away the position of Paz, but he runs out of bullets, so he can't make it a second frag. And Despi with a kill through and the coils, making it a 3v1. And Rubino can try to do some more damage, but I don't know. The armor is not too cheap on the CT side. He might want to keep it on himself.
Probably trying to steal a gun, and he could actually inflict more economic damage, because if you look at the health of Tugux and Despe, they're not that healthy here. And Rubino, no kit, so I don't think he's going to be even going to attempt to go for the ninja, but he can go for at least 1 or 2 exits here, try to make it as expensive as possible for SpaceSoldiers. And I think Tugux knows Rubino might be hiding, and he's going to get the kill. That got a little hairy. Tugux surviving on 5 points of health, and Dignitas should be going for another eco here.
Yeah, the perfect start for the Turkish squad. Even though they didn't manage to win the pistol, they did everything, well, everything right in the rifle round and in the second round as well.
Yep, they're fighting fire with fire. Dignitas aggressing over Banana, trying to go for its aim duels, and SpaceSoldiers, they're showing that they're not, you know, any weaker when it comes to their sheer aim, and they're able to take it down pretty comfortably. 3 men surviving that round, so they should be pretty comfortable. A full rifle's coming out, 1 Galil. They got lots of Molotovs as well. They should be able to use these to just clear out the corners. And MSL, once again, with a deagle. This man should not be given that gun. And,
yeah, or should be given this gun, depending on how you look at things.
Well, yeah, depending on which one you're supporting. And Config as well, he replies back. And a man advantage early on for Dignitas, considering the fact that just have the Deagles and maybe a couple of CZs to play with. This is looking very, very expensive for SpaceSoldiers. And still 2 men alive there. It's going to be Tensky and Config over near in Banana. Now Rubino's coming up in as well. And SpaceSoldiers, they still look like they're committed to this B-bomb site. And what is this? Why are they still committing 1 by 1?
And why are they going in there 1 by 1? That's the most important part of this play. They have KRB coming in from the backside as well. Despi and Paz really have to make this one happen. Well, at least they have 2 unarmored CTs to work against, but they're running out of options. The CTs have all the information, and the backstep is about to commence as well.
He has the 1 Molotov, and oh my god, Tensky with a deagle. And it's all done at Despe now. Nice shot on the Tensky, but it's now in a 1v2. And already he's getting wrapped around from the side. Not going to be able to get the spray. Kirby's going to take him down. And that was... they really just walked into Dignitas' crosshair there. I don't know what they were thinking, SpaceSoldiers.
Maybe we were praising them a little bit too much, you know, the counter-casters jinx, so to speak. When sometimes you say something bad is going to happen and the contrary is going to happen. Now we said something good is happening, and of course something bad happens right away. That was definitely not planned by SpaceSoldiers, and it could bite them in the back in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Now they're going to be going for the Got a little naked and 3 Tech 9s on them. Very sparse buy coming up from SpaceSoldiers. Not opting to go for the full eco. They know Dignitas, they can still try and break the money if they can. But Dignitas, full buy from them. They have all the smokes, all the utilities to play with. 5 rifles as well. And they're taking the fight. MSL once again opening things up, but it's going to get almost immediately traded here. And it's looking a little iffy here as Engine, I think that's how he pronounces his name.
Yeah.
He's going to take that conflict. Look at the spray.
Oh, that spray by Despy, just covering his teammate, saving his, his 9 HP. And the CTs with the rotation, but they are a little late due to the fact the terrorists were so quick on commencing on top of the trading game they kept alive.
Oh, the perfect nade as well. I think he saw the tracers coming up from I think that was Rubino's M4A4 here. And Engine is very low in health. Paz has got to come up big here.
Yeah, he's got the right position to do so, but he needs to take out Tensky. There it goes. Kirby is alone. He knows one position. He can predict the other one. And there goes Engine, but Pass with them reply. 14 HP remain for the Turkish terrorist, but SpaceSoldiers will pull the re-upset, and that's the CT's economy in shambles.
Absolutely, and SpaceSoldiers, that was big play coming from Paz. First, he had to get the guy coming out from spools, and then the last kill. I mean, they knew. I think the last man alive with the CT. I forgot who it was. He knew exactly where Paz was, but Paz just holding and waiting for him to come in his crosshair, holding a slight off angle, getting the kill on him, and absolutely great play. So very back and forth early on here, but 3 rounds for SpaceSoldiers and T-Side Inferno. Pretty promising, and Xantares opening things up, takes on Config and MSL, although they are pretty much in a full eco this time around.
Yeah, easy pickings, especially for a guy like Xantares. It's shooting pigeons, and those pigeons aren't even moving. They're sitting out in the open. Easy for the AK spray.
I think he got them over in Banana, so it's a nice fake, because they still have 2 men. There's 1 man actually inside the B bomb site, which I haven't seen yet, and that's Tensky. So he could potentially catch 1 man out, but what else more can he do? He's alone now, 1v5 with a USP, the dream.
Yeah, everyone would. Oh, he still gets that kill onto Xantares. That should be a little instigating to him, being killed by a USP like that.
Oh wow, that's gotta hurt with Xantares. But the USP, yeah, he gets 1 kill, but SpaceSoldiers should be pretty comfortable. They have 4x5 Molotovs in hand for the terrorists and for Dignitas. It's the FAMAS and MSL. But considering that he can do pretty much anything with any gun you hand over to him, so he should be fine with that. Tensky aggressing a little bit towards the apartments where he might be seeing some action here.
Yeah.
Perfect teamwork there.
Again, it's going back and forth, just like the Asian scene it did when we casted together in the WCA qualifier. So the FAMAS still in the hands for MSL over at the A bomb site, and the terrorists don't really have another option. They have to go for B.
Yeah, and the fact that Engine and Paz, they died without doing a sliver of damage onto the CTs. Not a single point of damage. And that is very, well, that's very iffy if you ask me. And now the terrorist SpaceSoldiers looking a little lost at the moment. They didn't expect to lose 2 men so early on. They're heading over to the B bomb site where they have 2 men waiting for them. There's going to be MSL and Config. Config waiting with the flash primed and ready to deploy the second MSL gives the word. And MSL with the FAMAS. What's going to do? Smokes are going to rain in right now as the SpaceSoldiers are charging into the site here.
Yeah, SpaceSoldiers pray to the gods of CSGO that they can pick up at least a few frags to make it expensive for the CTs, but MSL is denying that. And Config with a good trade, even though his teammate suffers. Dignitas make it 4-4 again. Their economy is slowly but surely getting there, but if the terrorists can take a few of them out, it's still not really confident on the CT side.
I'm not very sure, or I'm not very sure about this buy from SpaceSoldiers. The op coming out in Despair, the glass cannon, he could have opted to go for the AK and maybe buy some more utilities, because they barely have anything to play with. Just the 3 smokes, the 1 Molotov and 4 flashes. That's not a lot, especially against a fully bottomed Dignitas side here. And MSL playing pretty close up to the smoke near car with the Swaggity 7. And Xantares with the deagle, trying to land on the sweet 1 Deeks, but not going to find anyone. They're just playing it very passively. And this op on Despair, he's got to land a shot, but MSL playing so close, and it's going to be perfect pop flash there. MSL
a headshot on that area I mean, that was kind of a long-distance shot with the Max 7, but doesn't matter for them.
I've seen crazy shots with the Nova, like, you get sniped all the way.
Yeah,
like,
the Nova is kind of the sniper shotgun. It's a sniper gun. Well.
So, 1-for-1 trade, though. They managed to salvage the op, and they get a free Max 7, though Xantaras, I don't know where he's going to utilize that. They're going to be going for this A bomb site, where they just have 2 men to contend with, but it's going to be Tensky and Kirby. And Kirby playing from top of balcony. And Tensky, he's going to be seeing a lot of action very soon here. And he spots a man out.
Yeah, now he's going to be pushed back into the bomb site. The flashes come in just in the right moment. Oh, Engine having a lot of trouble, but Xantaras puts him down with a shot to the head. It's a 3v1 push inside the A-bomb, so the CT still have to rotate. They line up for Kirby. He puts a lot of damage to the terrorist. Tuguk's down to 9 HP. Xantaras has to push him. He gets a frag, but Kirby burns the bomb plant alive. Xantaras alone, even though he burns it back into a 1v1. Dignitas still come out on top with Rubino clutching it for them. 5-4. What a close game on Inferno.
That can really keep them under the wire. Xantaras trying his best there, but that spray from I think that was Kirby inside of Pit. Yeah, that was that was a nutty spray. He got one man, took the other guy down to very low HP, and now pure aggression coming out with SpaceSoldiers. They're still gonna force this up, and MSL getting the first kill. Tuguk replies back very quickly, and what a shot from Xantaras on Rubino. And this is just
wow, pass with a jumping Glock. It's pure madness. The CTs lose so many guns again. And SpaceSoldiers know that the CT's economy is not really that strong yet. So they just want to keep inflicting the damage. They want to keep them low on money. So they can, you know, if they win one round, they can have Dignitas in a chokehold already. And maybe even make it a 9-6.
Perhaps, and I think Dignitas kind of knew SpaceSoldiers were low on money that round, and they expected it to be an eco, which is why they went so aggressive over in mid. Instead, that was very chaotic round. But meanwhile, Xantaras with the deagle, this man making it in the server.
Yeah, but now
and
it's config entering them.
I hate the jumping SMG.
Yeah, it's so hard to handle from the other perspective.
Absolutely.
And he gets a lot of cash, so the CTs are doing a lot of work, getting their money where it should be at this stage of the map in the first half. But SpaceSoldiers have saved up enough. And Despy is going for the glass cannon again. The naked
yep, he's
gun.
Going for the glass cannon. Yep, he hasn't been. He didn't quite do anything the previous time he bought it with the Max 7 from MSL, just ripping his head clean off. So let's see if we can try something this time around. As Paz gonna peek it.
Oh, great shot! And a second.
This is crazy stuff from Paz. They're gonna open the bomb set alone, pretty much, single-handedly.
Awesome play by Paz again.
Huge play. And 2-man advantage for SpaceSoldiers and Dignitas. Well, what are they gonna do? Looks like they're gonna be opting to save their guns here.
Yeah, Rubino got himself into construction, so he might pull a few weapons out. But SpaceSoldiers are doing so much good work here on Inferno already. Engine holding down the 2 CTs, so that's completely insane by SpaceSoldiers. Not really that surprising, but I expected them to do what they do right now on the second map, on Cobblestone, on their own map pick. But
absolutely, yeah. I mean, I really thought Dignitas would have this map very comfortably. And Rubino, he's not done yet though, gets 2 quick kills. Is he gonna try to stick to He's trying to go for the ninja, but Des is waiting for him. I was so impressed by Paz's aim there, that snapshot, the first opening kill, and then continued to spray onto sandbags and lands a headshot. So that was very good aim coming out from Paz there.
Yeah, he's really impressing me at the moment. He wasn't necessarily disappointing me anyway. Never really underperformed for SpaceSoldiers. And generally speaking, I've been casting so many games of SpaceSoldiers, and I've always been a huge fan of them. And especially Xantaras, when people said, oh, we want to see him on LAN and blah blah blah, he shuts them right down. On LAN, Xantaras is just as good as on online games. And they have not only him, it's not the Nico show, for example, on Mouse Sports, it's the whole squad stepping up.
I mean, Mouse Sports, like, whenever Nex and Chris J show up as well, Mouse Sports can beat pretty much any team on the planet.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, they're so inconsistent, Nico being the only man who, you know, keeps performing every single time, so I really do feel bad for the man.
Yeah, you kind of have to, but I'm glad that SpaceSoldiers have a decent squad with all people performing. And, you know, you can't even say, oh, they have a 5 rifle squad like, For example, you could say E-Frag is kind of like a 5 rifle squad. They have bubble orbing, but he's not a very threatening orb. Despy is really showing himself as well as a sturdy and sometimes even threatening orb.
Haven't really seen him do much so far. He just got the 1 kill with the AWP in. Now, this time it's not going to be Glass Cannon, and they are going to be going for this B play. Once again, it's going to be Config this time. I think switching things up, Config and Care, but trying to hold this B side down. Zantara's going to take down MSL meantime. And Config, wow! A back shot by Taz. I think he saw the muzzle flare, I guess, of the...
Yeah, and he knew exactly what Config should do or needs to do in that situation, so you just pre-fire that small gap. And again, it's Dignitas on the back foot, just going for the save. There is no other option for the Danish squad.
Yep, and this B-side hole from Dignitas looking very, very suspect indeed. And although it's Dignitas, and T-side Inferno, I don't think is that much of a problem for these guys. So the Danish squad, I mean, I really love how I was talking about this to you earlier when we were casting the WCA games, where how there's this change in how Counter-Strike Global Offensive is played. It's getting back to the old school way in 1.6, where tactical play reigns supreme, like teams like Na'Vi and even Dignitas. And Dignitas, especially, I love the way they play. I love the tactical approach to the game that they bring here. But right now, tactical approach or not, they are kind of screwed in money. They might just force it up, though, because they do have 3 rifles to play with.
Yeah, it's not going to be a really good buy, though. They managed to squeeze out the Max 7 and the Deagle for Config, and he's really threatening with that gun. We have seen quite some amazing Deagle shots in this match so far, and maybe he can give us some more.
Yeah, let's see what they do have planned here. They do have the Deagle on Config, and I really love the resurgence of the Desert Eagle. It's such a valid weapon now. And,
yeah, I love it too.
But SpaceSoldiers, they're taking it, changing it up a little bit. They're going to be going for this A hit where they have 3 men waiting for them. Tensky is just holding near Boiler, is now going to fall back using the smoke, and that's going to prevent Despy from being able to go for the peak over near Arch. But they're playing slightly aggressively. He's got Rubinho as well over at Arch, marking his back. Going to re-smoke off mid. So SpaceSoldiers, their patience is going to enable them to actually going to force Dignitas to use most of the resources early on here. Still a minute remaining on the clock, and they just have 1 smoke remaining, and that's on MSL. And he is far away. Yep, he's far away. They have nothing else remaining. So either they get an early pick here, or they have to fall all the way back to the site. And now SpaceSoldiers, Despy leading the charge. He just might catch at Rubinho here if Rubinho's not careful.
Yeah, that's the time to shine for Despy. Oh, he misses that shot. Rubinho somehow gets away with his life. The terrorists are going to double peek him. Not really. The bomb gets dropped in long as well. This is slowly but surely slipping out of the hands of the terrorists. It started so well, but now they have 2 CTs to work against in long. One of them is Kirby holding down Despy, and they have to use the smoke to get the hands back on the bomb. Now 3 CTs stacking up on long. Tilgux tried to wrap around, but he's been covered by Kierby. The 10 seconds on the clock, no chance for Engine. He tries to save the orb.
I really think you should stop trying to praise the players of the teams. Every time you do that, they completely whiff it. Engine should have hit that shot. He should have hit that shot with his eyes closed. And
maybe I'm just going to talk.
I think that was Despy. I'm sorry, not Engine. Despy should have hit that shot for sure.
But he had a rifle player right next to him, and then there was some slight miscommunication with Engine, not Engine, but Paz coming around the corner on his own. I thought they would double peek Ruben in that situation. That was really a small timing mistake, but Spacer is trying to make up for that. MSL already getting 2 frags. 1 frag on top of Banana, but Tilgux will retaliate to leave it up to Rubino to hold on to the B bomb side. I don't know if they will expect Rubino there.
Absolutely, he hasn't made a single sound. He's gonna catch Pass from behind, gets another kill as well. Last one up alive, Zantaras, and Rubino's just gonna clean the B bomb side, and Despy all alone now. Gonna find something magical. Rubino just might get burned alive here. Yes, he will.
So at least a 1v2. Despy aiming into CT spawn, expecting some aggression, but that's not gonna happen. Dignitas will salvage those 2 last rounds, but due to some, I don't want to call it luck, but some good coincidences, 9-6 in favor of Dignitas, but that's a great halftime score for SpaceSoldiers.
Absolutely, but to be very honest, I'd be more wary and more afraid of Dignitas on their T side. I'm looking to see what SpaceSoldiers is going to try here. Are they just going to be passive, or they're going to take the fight to Dignitas is the question. We do seem to have a pause coming in as GOCL and SpaceSoldiers, they might need to restart their router by the looks of things. But
Yeah, maybe
yeah,
some routing issues, or maybe even a DDoS coming in.
can't be as bad as Asia though.
Well, yeah, we had that 80 ping against 80 ping.
Yeah,
Reminded me of the
that's
2000 days.
oh yeah, that's a long time ago. And well, Europe is of course much more closer to each other, most of the countries. But speaking about this game here so far, Space Soldiers impressed me so far. Despair, well, maybe not so great with the op so far, but again, it's a T side on Inferno, maybe just not having a great day with the op. But overall, the entire team really performing pretty well. I didn't expect this scoreline. I thought it'd be much more like 10, not even 10-5, like 11-4 or 12-3 to Dignitas. So impressive showing from Space Soldiers, considering it's Dignitas' map pick.
And
I'm
they lost
very
the pistol
curious,
as well.
and the last pistol as well. I'm very curious to see what they're going to try on their CD side. If they do win their the CD pistol and they manage to hold fort and they prevent Dignitas from going from early plant, we might be seeing a 9-9 scoreline as well. And from there, it's anyone's game, to be honest. So yeah, color me surprised.
Definitely. So that was the 4 round streak was definitely what got Dignitas back on track. Well, it was a good decision in my opinion that the terrorists forced it up repeatedly in that area. They refused to go for the full save, so they wanted to keep the CT's money low. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out for the terrorists in that situation. So the 4 rounds went in favor of Dignitas, and that really gave the Danes some more space to work with.
Absolutely. This could have been, it could have easily been 8-7 or 7-8 in favor of Space Soldiers, to be very honest. That one round they lost against Dignitas when Dignitas had the Deagle and it just kept walking into the B bomb site, getting picked off one by one. That should definitely have gone the way of Space Soldiers. I don't know what happened there, but very back and forth game.
Yeah.
And to be very honest, I really feel that, yeah, Space Soldiers, their map pick, Cobblestone, they might actually be able to win that. I'm actually starting to feel like that your prediction might be right. It might actually be 2-1. I was saying 2-0 to Dignitas, to be honest, but...
I'm always right.
don't be like YNK.
Nah, the thing is that Space Soldiers always play Cobblestone, and with the veto phase, by the way, it goes ban, ban, pick, pick, ban, ban.
All
So
right.
you ban your weakest map, obviously, and that leaves your opponent's strongest map. Well, it depends on, sometimes the opponent's strongest map is also your weakest map, but in that
Yep.
case, it left Cobblestone in there. So Space Soldiers obviously were really glad that Cobblestone didn't get vetoed by Dignitas, and that gives them a huge chance. They played Cobblestone how many times?
What do you think on Mirage though? Which side?
Wow, Mirage, I think that Dignitas should be able to pull it home, but with that start on Inferno, they really have to wake up. So, yeah, Space Soldiers won against Godsend, 16-5. They won against SK on LAN, 16-7. And
Okay
they
then.
barely ever lost the map against anyone, except for AGG. They, for example, another good result was a 16-7 against Hellraisers. So
Yeah.
they are really a strong force on Cobblestone, and everyone that has trouble with Cobblestone should watch a few demos. It's not only Xantaris that wins that map for Space Soldiers. It's their general playing style on the CT side, very aggressive on A long, and all those little mixes there. So it's going to be really interesting to see Cobblestone. I can't wait for Inferno to be finished, but at the same time I want to go into an overtime or something like that.
I'm very interested to see, like I said, I haven't really watched Space Soldiers that much, but from what you describe on Cobblestone, like Cobblestone is a map internationally which, in my opinion, hasn't really been figured out. I was speaking to Moses as well, and we were having a small chat, and it's like Cobblestone has never been quite figured out by any international teams. It's one of the the anomalies when it comes to all the maps. Because if you look at Cash, for example, at the moment it's getting more T-sided. The meta has shifted. Everyone knows how Inferno plays out. Dust 2, Dust 2 is Dust 2. At the same time, like every map has their own tendencies. But Cobblestone is a map which, it can just many people say it's T-sided, but at the same time, I think if you know how to play the CT side right, it can just You know, it can be a decided map as well. Depends on the day, depends on which teams you're facing off against. So it's a very interesting map for me personally. And from what you're describing, I'm looking forward to see Xantares and his team on that map.
Yeah, so we just had a huge disconnect on SpaceSoldiers' end. Everyone except for Tugux is disconnected, I think. Right, one of SpaceSoldiers' players is actually living in Germany, and I think it is Tugux, if I'm not completely mistaken. I mean, I feel kind of bad for now, because I met them on LAN, and I talked to him in German. And he's really friendly and he's really cool. I feel so bad for forgetting if it's really Tugux that's from Germany. Please, chat, help us out on that one real quick. I think you're all huge fans.
Oh, they're joining back though.
Yeah, a lot of SpaceSoldiers fans, and there are a lot of Dignitas fans. So show your colors in the chat. Give your energy to your teams. It would be really important to them, I think, if they watch the VOD and see the chat and see all the support. It's really, really cool to see the fans supporting yourself.
And SpaceSoldiers, not wasting much time, all of them connecting almost at the same time. And it looks like... and Kirby taking a small little break. They should be back soon.
Yeah, it's when your parents want to stop in a long car ride and they just want to stop really quick to refuel the car. Everyone runs out, quick, toilet break! And the parents are standing there, wait, we just wanted to refuel? That's the same way.
This actually reminded me, I was the final map on Mirage between Legacy and Immunity. Havoc from Renegades was playing for Legacy. He was going absolutely ham with the AWP, like just wrecking everyone. And then during overtime, he's like, toilet break, he really needs to pee really bad. He goes, takes the leak, and when he comes back, he just cannot hit any single shot.
Oh yeah, there was something else in a Quake Live final, but let's keep it on the pistol round. SpaceSoldiers with a 4-man stack on Banana, and that was working out perfectly for them. Dignitas ran into that brick wall and it was over way too quickly.
That was fast. And SpaceSoldiers, they needed, like I said, if they want to pistol round, they could just, you know, win the next 3 anti-eco rounds, hopefully pretty comfortably as well. They're just going to go for the force buy here. And if SpaceSoldiers play this right, they can just tie things up at 9-9. And I don't know what happened there. They just got completely overwhelmed where Dignitas and Banana.
Yeah, and, destroyed.
Destroyed. So let's see what they're going to try here. They do have the 3 Tech 9s, 1 Deagle and Config. And as I'm waiting for MSL to peek through baller. The C4 is with Config, trying to go on a fact-finding mission with the Desert Eagle of his, probably trying to find some heads, but
yeah,
they don't have any utility though.
I think it's gonna be the B split. They just want to be quick about it and try to run through Archway. Config trying to open up library, but the CTs have spotted him, and now, yeah, the split is not going to work, so they will return back to Banana, where their teammates are waiting on top of that, with a smoke blocking them. So Tugux looking for the early frag, and then Engine will chime in with his counter flash, and we will see if the two guys can hold on to the B side.
They do have the one nade on Tugux as well. He could try and do some damage. He spots one man out. The nade's gonna come out. Engine not gonna use a flash though. Instead, he's gonna get the 1 kill. And Kirby replying back very quickly, but Tugux with a spray down. It's gonna be the last man left. Config with the deagle.
Yeah, he knows Tugux has to reload, so he pushes him, tries to get rid of him before the CTs can come in. Oh, nice headshot there. But Xantares already pushed him from the back. So no bomb planned either for Dignitas.
Yeah, but that's gonna force him to go for the another eco. So SpaceSoldiers, the winning the pistol round is gonna almost guarantee them that they're gonna, and they just lost 2 men as well, so they're gonna be able to buy pretty comfortably this time around. Full smokes and almost all the members. They have kits, couple of kits on Paz, on Engine as well, and Dignitas, they're not gonna waste any time by the looks of things. They have the 1 P250 on Config, but for the rest of them, they just Glocks.
Yeah, and that should be around where the CTs can get a lot of, well, not that much money because they don't have an SMG, but they should be able to bring at least 4 rifles to the next round.
That nade though.
Yeah. Everyone's holding hands, and that's not really, well, helping you against an HE grenade.
Oopsie, I think I just dropped my microphone. But
a microphone dropped.
Pepperoni. And meanwhile, Engine is just picks up a quad kill there, sprays on entirety of Dignitas. And that's gonna be 9-9. Buy time now for Dignitas though. And let's see what they have. You have the smokes, the AKs are full buy coming out.
Yeah, and sorry?
No, nothing. And Space Soldiers, they didn't lose a single man the previous round, so they're gonna have the FAMASA. So weaponry-wise, they do look superior, but Space Soldiers with those Molotovs, if they can hold on to them for late in the round, they can potentially just burn a few Danes alive here. But Tensky with the opening kill.
Oh, GOCL angling that shot through the smoke, picking off Rubino, and the terrorists already make their way into top of middle. Xantares is there to stop them. He spots everyone. Double kill for him. Now he has to pull away though. Lets his teammates take over, covering off long. And Paz is kind of caught in a bad position because he doesn't know if there is somebody coming in from short, which is actually the case. But Tensky gets caught off guard, and it seems like Dignitas feel the pressure mounting. Maybe they can't really cope with that situation.
That was a little surprising push from Dignitas. They got the opening kill. They had so much time to play with, and then kind of a very hasty push into Archway. I'm not sure what Dignitas were thinking there. They had the man advantage. They had all the time in the world. They had a number of smokes as well to play with. So, well, Despate this time around opening things up with a nice shot in Tensky. He's got instant brain surgery with AWP. And for the rest of Dignitas, a light buy, just Deagles all around, Kirby with the armor and Tech 9. And it should be 11-9 here for Space Soldiers in the lead on the map pick from Dignitas. Where are you seeing this?
Yeah, I have a crystal ball, I have to admit. No,
right,
as I said, I expected them to win Cobblestone and not necessarily Inferno, but if they win Inferno, they can even make it 2-0. I don't know what's happening to Dignitas, but they seem so scared.
And just like that, once again, 2 rounds on the trot where Space Soldiers haven't lost a single gun. Except that one round. I said the one guy who died in the previous, the round prior to the previous one. But now, Dignitas, they do have the full buy Molotov, smokes, flashes, everything they want. Now they're going to plan to bring it back here. But Despe, he's been hitting some nice shots here early on with the op.
Indeed, and the CTs only died 4 times in 5 rounds across everyone, so only 4 kills for Dignitas on the T side. There's really not much that you can do if you don't kill.
The aim duels going the way for Space Soldiers is not just about Xantares, everyone else really stepping it up. And Paz opening things up here. Very quick trade coming up from MSL. But it's going to be MSL with a double kill, in fact.
Yeah, so now the A bomb site is under huge problems. The CTs have to pull back a little bit to get ready for retake. Despy has to pick up a frag, but he fails on doing that. GOCL rushes to the help, tries to hold on to the bomb site. He gets 1 frag, then gets traded. Despy is smoked off as well, so the terrorists might get their first bomb plant in this half. Just 6 rounds in. Engine is already coming in. The CTs have no reason to save. They have enough money, so they can try it. Engine has a rough idea. He just spotted Rubino, but now they know the positions of the terrorists shouldn't allow the CTs to retake.
Yep, Rubino playing it smart. He missed the first spray onto Engine, but the second he missed, it just fell all the way back. And Engine and Despate, they know this looks like a very unlikely scenario. You can already see Despate slowly backing off, maybe trying to, pick up 1 free frag here. He knows this guy's still in the site. That's Tensky. And yep, they're going to be... Actually, Engine manages to get 1 kill though, but that's all he's going to be able to get. As Kirby's going to fall as well. And he survives with 12 points of health. So massive damage being dealt out to Dignitas, but they should be pretty happy. Finally got the bomb down. Finally got a round as well. And the money, should be pretty comfortable for them. And Space Soldiers though, they should still be pretty comfortable. Look at the cash on Engine. It's like the Bank of Abu Dhabi, $12,000.
Yeah, well, I think the Bank of Abu Dhabi has more than that. But I think it was a good analogy. I just wanted to make you sweat a little bit. The thing, though, is that Engine going for that second frag in second mid on the exit, that was pure confidence. Going for that, stopping to pick the fight. And
why not?
That's scary.
You're 11-10 on against Dignitas, like a top 10 team in my opinion in the world right now. Maybe 11-12. They're the gate holders, and they are a very, very strong international renowned team. And you're 10-11, and you're leading by 1 round here on their map pick. Why the hell not? Xantares, meanwhile, with the Kobe on Kirby, and that's the early man advantage. And Space Soldiers are barely taking any damage.
Yeah, the CT is doing a good job of keeping that momentum that they gained in the first 5 rounds, even though Dignitas just won that 1 round. If SpaceSoldiers win this one, the CTs would be back in a very good position. Xantares will pick up Rubino to make it a 5v3. They spot the bomb as well. Tensky puts him down, but his teammate suffered another huge blow. Was going down to low HP, and Despy doing work from Graveyard. Second frag for him. SpaceSoldiers up 12-10.
And the money is reset once more. Dignitas. They're broke. Oh man, I did not foresee this coming.
Config only has 9 frags. And he's usually the guy that does a lot of work as well, together with his K-brother Kirby. But
the K-brother.
Yeah, we've got the D brothers with Device and Dupree.
The D brothers?
Yeah, the double D. That's what I call them.
The double D. Such a clean and healthy mind you have, W. Meanwhile, though, Dignitas going to be gearing up for this B play, and they just have to contend with one-man fast play coming out. Engine's going to get the first kill, though. Continues spraying through the smoke. He's going to run out of bullets, but he's done his job, got the first kill. And Dignitas, they don't really have the weapons to play with, but if they're going to get the bomb done and get some good after-plant positions, this could still go the way of the Danes.
Yeah, Kirby is already retreating into Banana, expecting a backstab to come from the CT side, but SpaceSoldiers will bunch up. 5 guys coming in from CT spawning construction side. It's gonna be a slaughter on those choke points, and Xantares with a knife onto his teammate. That was really unfortunate timing for that to happen. I don't know what is working there. Tensky and MSL with the 2 frags in favor of the terrorists. And now it's Engine retaliating, pulls it back into a 3v2, a 2v2, a 1v2. The bomb is about to be defused, but Ruben with the no-scope through the smoke on the defusing Tugux. Dignitas are pulling it back with their force buy.
Well then, okay. So that's how you break open SpaceSoldiers B side there. Of course, the fact was there was only one man inside of the B bomb site and spools. He did get the one. I think it was Engine. He got the 1 kill, and then he did fall back. But Dignitas just very shabby buy. Somehow making it work, and they've got quite a number of weapons picked up. The AWP on MSL now, and that's something which could be a little hairy here for SpaceSoldiers.
Yeah, especially with Xantares already down at the bench in middle. He has a lot of information. He's got a frag in the back as well, and he spots the bomb on bottom of Banana. Now he's inching forward, picking up a second one. He's getting assisted by Despy with the AWP. Xantares with a 3rd frag, has to reload, goes down to Tensky, but he's only got a P90. What is he supposed to do?
Believe in the P90, man. Believe in the P90. He's gonna switch over to the AWP. Why would he switch over to the AK?
No believe. No faith.
Believe in the P90. No faith in the P90, and that's why Tensky is gonna get punished for this as Nico. Despy, I'm sorry. What is it? Nico. Despy is gonna miss his shot, and Tensky alone.
He shouldn't go for another peek. That's a little bit too dangerous, in my opinion.
That cheeky early aggression from Xantares completely destroyed Dignitas. They were not expecting them to push in so deep. Also, the fact that SpaceSoldiers didn't utilize any smokes at mid, so any team would be like, hey, they're not even like smoking off mid. There's no way someone's pushing so deep. And they're just holding their bench there, and MSL just caught out with his pants down from the side of the head. But Dignitas are gonna force it up, and they made it work previously, so 13-11 SpaceSoldiers, though. This is looking very, very, very hairy indeed for the Danes.
Yeah, and the CT's with a triple stack initially on the B bomb side. Just because Despy was going there, yeah.
From SpaceSoldiers, but now they're going to fall back. And now what are Dignitas going to try here?
I'm not quite sure what they're going to try at the moment. It seems a little bit like a B split. They have the right positions for now, but they are a little bit hesitating at the moment. The CT smoke will still keep them at bay for now. Tugux is on the other end of that smoke. He will pick up one. Xantares with one as well. Tugux pulls out the pistol to go down to Config's UMP, but the terrorists are running out of manpower.
And the bomb is dropped right near CD spawn, so Rubino and Tensky, that bit cross cut out for them. And yeah, Rubino just gonna walk into Despy's crosshair. That leaves Tensky alone with a deagle and 15 points of health and a prayer. But I doubt his prayer is gonna be answered here. And it's gonna be SpaceSoldiers 14-11.
Yeah, 2 rounds away from closing out this first map in a best of 3 series, by the way, for everyone just tuning in. Thank you, of course, for doing that. And thanks to our partners as well, G2A, SteelSeries and Twitch, of course, make all of this happening together with EGB.com. And this is really looking or smelling like a surprise to me.
Yeah, I'm a little flabbergasted at the moment. Did not expect this. And Dignitas gonna like I said, that the previous buy was so surprising for me. The fact that they just forced it up, right? Because they knew if they lost that round, they're going to be pretty much butt broke here. And SpaceSoldiers are going to be one round away from claiming map point. And Xantares, once more, aggression being showcased by him over in bench. This time he's going to be triple peaked. And that's going to be Config picking up another kill as well. Pass is going to fall. And all of a sudden, dignitas just might be able to turn this around. What?
Are we back in Asia again? I mean, we have seen Asian teams being stronger with their force buys than they have been with their weapons. And this looks like dignitas is a little bit inspired by that play.
Yeah, Rubina just lurking to the smoke as well. And this is a ridiculous game, Naboo, as Despe is going to fall back. And it's kind of a little unfortunate, because if SpaceSoldiers had won that particular round, that could have been it. Because dignitas' money would have been pretty bad, because
yeah.
And they're going to just close it out 16-11, which would have been a massive upset in my eyes. But dignitas, they're going to be able to somehow manage to salvage the round. Xantares going aggressive there in bench. This I'm not working on a triple man peak from dignitas or from alt mid. And that's going to make it 12-14. Still in favor of SpaceSoldiers though. And they should have, well, they should be able to buy a pretty comfortably here.
What they could do, I mean, SpaceSoldiers, would be, you know, the terrorists must be weary of the bench now. They know, well, they like to push down there. Now, get a push into second mid and try to hold them down from above or from the side. Really be outright aggressive, but at the same time they would risk a lot. So I think they're gonna play it just casual at the moment. Maybe if dignitas gets to 14-14, maybe we can see something cheeky again by SpaceSoldiers.
Yep, and right now, Despe with the op. The angle waiting for one of the Danes to peek out from alt mid, but nope, not going to do that. It's going to fall back all the way to R, just marking a very tight angle towards mid. And meantime, dignitas, the C4 is making its way over to the A bomb site, where 4 members are coming in, and Despe rattles off a shot through the smoke, but he's going to fall back as dignitas have wrested mid control from SpaceSoldiers. But Xantares, he's still alive, and as long as this man's still alive, it's not over yet here.
Not really. Dignitas is scared away a little bit thanks to that smoke, and they send Rubino to check out Banana. No information gathered by the CTs. They're basically blind up to this point, but they have good positions to support each other very quickly. It just depends on where Tugux is going, and he's going back to the B bomb site. That's the wrong thing to do at this very moment. Of course, he doesn't know what we know. He doesn't know that Config and MSL are ready for the long push.
With 35 seconds remaining on the clock and Despe spotting Archway, they haven't shown themselves yet, so he's assuming, you know, and even Rubina Xantares hasn't heard anything yet, so they're thinking they might be falling back to B. Despe's got to land a shot though. Oh, it's possible, however, lands a shot, has replying back. This is looking pretty good here for SpaceSoldiers. The man advantage for them as the bomb is going to go down.
Yeah, the 2v3 now. The terrorists can't really get away too far from the bomb. The CTs are all over the place already, but they will try to burst out. Config about to push through the smoke, or no, he's returning back into the side. It would be a really risky play, but he catches one off guard. Engine down to 15 HP. Despe comes in with the no-scope from behind. It's all up to Ruben to save the day for dignitas. He's not gonna make it. The CTs will turn this round into their own favor, make it 15-12. 3 map points for SpaceSoldiers.
Paz might be bottom fragging here with just 13 kills, but I gotta say, throughout this entire matchup, he's had some very crucial kills. Every time he's got 1 or 2 kills, SpaceSoldiers have wound up winning that round. So, like him staying alive in the pit there and getting 2 kills, great work from him. And now map point 15-12, and dignitas on a very shabby buy indeed, but we've seen what they can do with the Tech 9s and the Deagles and whatnot. So. Still not over yet, and SpaceSoldiers, they must be feeling very comfortable. You said they are very strong on Cobblestone, right? So, well, you and me just might be completely proven wrong here by the Turkish team.
Yeah, no wonder they have that potential. At the same time, dignitas have the same potential, but the Danes have showed some ups and downs sometimes, and this might be one of the downs. Let's not call them out, though. They still have those 3 rounds to work themselves back into this game, and they have 3 rifles at least, and a Tech 9. Dangerous weapons nonetheless, and the CTs have caught the first few bullets, passed down to 12 MSL with the Tech 9. The second one goes down. It's completely insane. Despe fights back, but he's gonna be covered by MSL. They're fighting it out. And MSL picks up his lovely AWP to make it a
Wow.
quad kill by the in-game leader of the Danes.
Personally, I don't know why the man in Archway just peeked out through the smoke there. He didn't have to. He just had to hold passively and show that dignitas wasn't able to push through Arch. So him getting taken down, but not taking anything away from MSL. He just went Rambo mode, Rambo Hulk mode there with Tech 9. 3 kills, picks up the AWP and finishes things off by getting the final kill on Despe. But dignitas once again making it work with very shabby buys, and well, like I said, it's not over yet. And SpaceSoldiers playing it the right way. They do have the have an AWP on Despe.
Yeah, they went for that. I don't know if that was a miscommunication or if he deliberately went for that AWP to say, guys, I'm gonna stop them on my own. I don't care.
I don't know why they would do that, because the rest of his team are pretty much on full eco here. Just 5-7, 1 CZ, and the USP, and I think that's a P2000 on Zantara. So, Despe, you said that he can be very handy with the big green gun here, but he seems to be in the wrong side, and that's very unfortunate for SpaceSoldiers.
Yeah, dignitas know the CT's money should be low, so if they overwhelm them with 4 people rushing in there, Rubenov wielding the P90, so he's got 50 bullets to deck the CTs in. It's gonna be really hard.
I think, just looking at the money here, oh, Kubu's gonna get the first kill though, but Tansky reply back, MSL looking on, Despe cannot die here. He cannot lose his life. He's gonna take down MSL. But as I was saying, just looking at the money for Despe, he's on $4,000, $4,200 even with the AWP buy. So I think he had a lot of money to play with, which is why he just went for the buy, considering it's just one more round remaining after this. And they're gonna be going for this retake.
Yeah, why not? I mean, they can send in those 2 guys. SB has picked up the M4A1, and he's getting another frag, another one. Tensky with the reply, but he's been spotted. The CT's in a 2v1. They could win this game in their own force. Bytik is trying to be the meat shield for his teammate. He's pushing Tensky. He has to pick up the frag. Despi is on the defuse. He's not gonna make it. Tensky with the quad kill to save Dignitas with 4 HP. What is going wrong here? Everything's upside down all the time.
This is absolutely nutty. I have not, like... this is a very tight game. And Tensky there, he needed a landed kill. I'm a little surprised. Of course, no armor meant the aim punch would have come in, so his teammate wasn't able to protect him. But it came down to the wire. And that's actually going to be a very, very close round indeed. And of course, they're going to be able to go for the full buy this time. Despe with the AWP, he did have 4,000 rounds the previous, $4,000, $4,300 to be precise, the previous round, even after the AWP buy. So he's going to go for a comfortable AWP buy here in the final round of the first map here. I don't think dignitas would have been expecting this level of resistance from the Turkish team.
And it's not even over yet. Now SpaceSoldiers, with their backs against the wall, they have, well, they have gotten the game into their own hands, and now they gave it away to Dignitas again. But the Danes still have to win this one round to bring it to an overtime. And if they bring it to an overtime, I would actually expect Dignitas to win it. Just because of the momentum and their experience as well. And they seemingly woke up now.
Seemingly, but bear in mind, it was just because of some heroics from Tensky that they won that round. It would have gone SpaceSoldiers' way. They just had the one AWP, and the rest of them just with 5.7s and like a USP and a P2000. So I have no idea how it came down to a 1v1 in the end there. Engine Paz gonna open things up. Don't tell me they're gonna pull this off. MSL just might get caught out there. That's the perfect. It's gonna be all over there.
All over in a second. With 27 kills on Despi. He showed his worth.
Yep, I'm gonna take it back. You said he is very handy with the AWP, and he's shown what he can do. And wow. Dignitas losing on their map pick 16-14. That I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming at all.
Me neither. That's really promising for the whole matchup, because Dignitas know they have to win Cobblestone, otherwise they would be out of the Go Champions League Season 3. It's a semi-final, by the way, and the winner will go to the final. Yeah, no real rocket science behind that. I'm really curious to see if Dignitas can pull it back and make us see a third map. Mirage would be really cool to see, but SpaceSoldiers on their own map pick on Cobblestone. Coming up in just a few moments, we want to give the teams a small break to cool down. And of course, I and Blay have to catch our breaths. So stick around, guys and girls. Thank you for tuning in. You've been amazing so far. So much support for your teams. I really appreciate that. And I think Dignitas and SpaceSoldiers appreciate it too. So stick around.